Hello. This time I've been working on something very special, and I'm not going to show you from the beginning how I am doing this, but I thought if I can bring it into your view, what I have been working on. See, I found this piece of wood in the forest. We are surrounded by forest, so when we take a walk, I always try to find beautiful pieces that I can include in my art. And this time I found the courage to work with some papers from an artist that I admire very much. She makes these totally vibrant, strongly colored, wild and free pieces of art for journaling or all kinds of mixed media stuff. Let me just show you some papers. You see, her name is Roben-Marie Smith. She's both an artist and an instructor. She has a lot of video courses, tutorials. She has a blog and a YouTube channel. She's just all over the place. She sells her products, and she also shares free stuff like collage sheets and art strips and project life cards and beautiful circles made from her collages. And for the past 3 or 4 years, I have admired everything she does, and I've also wanted to take some of her classes, but I haven't been able to do that yet. But in the past few weeks, I found myself finding the courage to do some art journaling, and that also included some of her pieces. And then when I found these free papers, I wanted to do some of the houses that I've showed on my YouTube channel before, that I have made lots of these houses this year. And so I thought I wanted to try and do them with her papers and then make the flowers that I love to make so much. And then I thought this piece of wood would be fantastic to make an art piece with, that I can have in my craft room, that I can find joy in and find inspiration. And so, you know, we're in July, and normally it should be high sun, warm summer days, but unfortunately this year we haven't seen much summer. So I thought with this piece I could bring some fantasy summer into my studio craft room here. And so I wanted to make kind of an enchanted floral garden, and this is what I've made so far. I glued these flowers, and this is going to simulate grass and stuff onto this piece of wood. And so the next thing that I'm going to make is, I just cut tree shapes out of the papers, and then I want to glue them on these ice cream sticks, and then incorporate on this. And I also I purchased these wood veneer pieces, or with this beautiful ornament on top, and then I cut to fit a piece of Roben-Marie Smith's art, and then in a Word program I layered text, and so I made this piece. It says, "Always believe in magic and beautiful things will happen." That is going to be a sign on this piece of wood. I'm going to place it right here. And I'm also planning on making this. This is going to be a sign that I attach to one of the houses, and then I made this art studio, my creative retreat, a sign. So that's going to be attached to the house, so to say, and then perhaps with a button that is going to hold flowers. These little fellers are going on the back side of these trees, and then I'm going to glue different sizes leaves on, so that it mimics some leaves. So I think that's going to be fun. So I thought I would make you seeing how I do that. I know you haven't been there from the beginning, but that if you want to see more of how I make flowers, then I have other videos on my channel for you to see. But I'm just making a few flowers. I think it needs a flower here, some to match the other elements on my piece. So I'm going to speed up the video from now on as I work along, so I'm not going to talk much. So now I have glued this one. I kind of have an impression on how it's going to look, and because it's wire, I can move these around. You see, so I can make them move in every direction that I possibly can imagine, and so I think it's kind of cute. So I'm going to do the same to this and show you how I did that. I want to make them stand next to each other, so I want to maybe have the one a little taller than the other, so I'm going to glue it as close to the bottom as I can. And I think this is going to be like this. And I think it doesn't matter that it shows that the writing on the wood here. I think that's just, then you can see it's actually recycled art, and I like that. I like to recycle and find objects that I can incorporate in art. But then on this piece I put the bottom with the wires on the back side. So on this piece I want to bring it to the front and then maybe cover up the writing here. So using my glue gun to put a blob of glue and then press it down. And when it's dry, I can move the wires in position. And now, since I haven't tried this before, I'm going to see how I can attach it to the piece of wood. I also finished this, put a little flower on here, but I also had these, it came with these feet. It's actually meant to be a place card for table setting, but you can use them all kinds of projects. So let us just put these aside, and then I have this place in mind. So I'm going to glue this one down here, and I'm hoping that if I put glue on here and all this way, then it'll be just fine. But I'll have to be quick, because otherwise it'll just dry before I put it down. So you see, whoops, I think that is beautiful. And now I'm thinking the trees are going to be placed in between the two houses. And let me see, there's a little ridge here, I don't know if you can see it here. So I'm going to put glue on that and then hope it can hold the tree. And it is not easy to film, but I think it could be. Where do I need to have this? I don't know. It should also look natural and not crowded. So I think there's no tutorial for things like this. You just have to try the best you can. Here it doesn't really hold that well. You see? It doesn't really hold that well. But then maybe I can glue it to the corner of the house there. make it work, right? So let's just see how it looks from the front. Can you see this? I think it's cute, but ooh, it's not dry, it's not dry. I think it looks cute, but crowded. So I don't think both of the trees will fit. But then I can put the other tree, I can put it here. That'll be okay as well, right? So, or maybe, should I have it here instead? On this? Yes, I think that could be a good idea. And then I could maybe use this to hold it. I'm not sure it's enough, but I'm going to try. I am going to try. It's not holding, but I'll make it hold, and then I will show you when I come back. So okay, so now as you see, I attached it and it's not going anywhere, so I really like it. I really like it so far. There are moving butterflies, there are moving flowers, and now I am working on the sign. So I glued this on, and now I want to have a button with wire and with some flowers. The flowers, I just love flowers. I have to admit that. So I think I do a lot of crafting with flowers. So I just really enjoy that. So now I use my pencil to make these swirls. That makes it possible to shape and move the objects that you glue on to them. So putting that one to this side, and then just making it easier to attach glue to this. And now I'm going to make these flowers. I just need to shape them a little bit. Okay, and then I also have this glitter. That is glitter paper that I purchased it at my local hobby shop. We don't have that many of them here around my place. But a few stores with beautiful things for crafting and painting and just enjoying studio time. You know, this month has just been crazy at work. You know, 2/3 of the company that I work in have been on holiday, so we were only a handful left to keep things running. So I've been working a lot of hours, but I seem to just enjoy and really relax and recharge my batteries when I come in here and do some crafting. So that makes the hard work tolerable, if you can say that. You know what I mean? When I'm in my craft room, I hardly think about work. I hardly think about what happened during the day, or I just relax and think about how my next craft project or art page is going to look like, what would make me happy. So I think that's really a beautiful thing to be able to do. Other people, they enjoy sports or a movie or a walk. I enjoy that too, but what gives me the most is to be creative and spend time in here. Oops. So, and then we're going to attach the sign onto the house here. So that the glue can dry. This is just a nightmare. A nightmare in my studio. So I think I'm going to turn off the camera and then lift it off, and then arrange for a white background so that I can film a view like this, so that you could see how I did this. So just going to change that. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished piece. I really enjoyed working on it, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to move, oops, I'm sorry. I'm going to move these flowers so that they can actually be seen. And here's that tree, and here is the sign. I attached a butterfly there as well. So I hope you like this project as much as I. I am really happy about this, and I can't wait to just incorporate it here in my studio. Find a place where I can admire it. So thank you for watching. I'll show you pictures close up, so I hope you'll stay tuned for those. So, but for now, bye bye.